Why is my home not selling? What do I need to do to get ready to sell? How can I make my property more attractive to buyers? If you're asking these questions, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to go over 10 cost-saving tips to selling your home. Let's get started. Hey, I'm Kobe Smith with Call Banker Realty, and this is C. Smith Investings, where we go over investing, real estate, and living free. So in this video, I'm going to go over 10 cost-nothing tips to selling your home. Let's get into it. Tip number 1, clean. A big part to learning how to clean your home is knowing what the most important parts to clean are. These are the spots and places that are easiest for the prospective buyer to spot when viewing your home. If these spots are dirty, you can lose a sale. These include big spots like the fridge, the dishwasher, the oven, the bathtubs, the sinks, the toilets, the windows, the mirrors, the walls, the counters, the floors, and the baseboards. These also include little things like the light fixtures, the switch plates, the vents, the fan blades, the hardware, and the window seals. After you go over and clean these things, make sure you do a run through, and make sure that you didn't miss anything and see if you see anything else. You can always ask a local real estate agent, do a walkthrough, and see if they notice anything else. A clean home is an attractive home. If you're not going to hire a cleaning service to go through and clean your home before you put it on the market, you're going to have to do it yourself. Tip number 2, depersonalize. It's all about neutralizing your home so buyers can walk in and actually see themselves living there. It may seem harsh to hear that the personal stamp that you put on your loving home needs to go, but remember, you're not selling your stuff, you're selling your home. Your taste and style are important to you. The country look that you created over the past few years with the dried herbs and the roosters and everything, that's who you are, not who the buyer is. You gotta put yourself in your buyer's shoes and look at your home from the buyer's point of view. So now you should ask, how can you depersonalize your home? So you can put away collection items, erase many traces of personal hobbies, paint over accent walls, cover up pattern and bulky furniture that's specific to your taste, remove personal photos, pack up overly personal lawn ornaments and decorations. These actions will allow your buyer to actually see themselves living in the property. So now that you've taken away your personal coin collection and unique wallpaper, I recommend adding textures, warmth, and layers for a bedroom or living room to feel lived in, but not lived in by you. That means rugs, throws, accent pillows, maybe some neutral and professional artwork in just the right place. Adding items like this can turn your depersonalized home into a warm, charming, and inviting home for buyers. Tip number 3, arrange furniture. Square footage is a huge perk for a potential buyer. So when selling your home and putting your home on the market, it makes sense to try to maximize your space. You want your space to appeal bigger, to highlight functionality and enhance buyers' appeal. The layout will determine the visual size and flow of the room. Before furnishing a room, a homeowner should draw up a layout, including doors, windows, any nooks and crannies, and everything of the room, so that they can kind of place the furniture in that layout before physically doing it. Every room should kind of invite you instead of stopping you at the door, so make sure you pay attention to the traffic pattern throughout your home. When staging, you need to focus on door location, furniture placement, hazardous edges, spaces. Try to make sure furniture is off the wall, furniture selection. Focusing on these tricks will help you open up the space and also arrange furniture in a way so that when buyers walk in, they can appreciate the room. If you want to best optimize your space, I suggest using a home stager or interior decorator, but this can also be done on your own. Tip number 4, landscaping. When selling your home, landscaping determines whether or not your home is appealing from the outside. Curb appeal is very important to home buyers when choosing their home. If your neighbors have a beautiful renovated home with great greenery, you need to do the same so that buyers don't come to your home, see your neighbors, and think, okay, I can do better with curb appeal. Here are some things to focus on. Maintenance. Start by cleaning up the yard, removing dead branches, dog droppings, weeds, trash, and anything broken. Make sure your lawn and shrubs are cut and brown patches are taken care of. It's just like your hair. You wouldn't go to a meeting or a date with your hair looking unkept, so don't let your lawn start its day looking unkept. Plants. In the front yard, landscaping's role is to help people notice your lawn first. The landscaping should draw your eyes to the front door. While the real estate agent is fidgeting with the lockbox and trying to open the door, the buyer is going to be gazing around the front yard. So make sure they have something to look at. Trees, bamboo, and other screening plants can be used to hide anything unsightly, such as neighbor's garage door and trash cans. Plants that are beautiful and bloomed don't add to curb appeal when it's not season. You need to use plants that look good all year round. Landscaping features. In the backyard, people want a comfortable spot to hang out. Items such as lawn chairs, benches, fire pits, clean and presentable grills, fountains, and lighting are things that make a backyard more of a paradise. Focusing on your landscape can help draw people's attention and make them feel like they actually can live there. Tip number 5, presentation. When it comes to selling your home, presentation definitely matters. Many times, sellers want to sell as is, but they also don't want to give it away. If a house needs some work, chances are it'll sell at a bigger discount than it would if you actually put in the work to make those upgrades. A lack of improvement can result in a sales price that feels like a giveaway to a seller. This situation can probably be avoided with minimal investment and effort. Tip number 6, hide all signs of pets. Hey, I love pets. I have a dog, a cat, a gecko. I'm thinking about getting a bearded dragon. I grew up with dogs. Hey, so I'm not hating on you pet lovers out there. When deciding to sell your home, make sure you take a good look around the inside and the outside of your home and make a list of pet-related repairs that need to be done. Anything chewed, scratched, or clawed need to be taken care of. If a pet lays against a painted wall or door, consider repainting so it looks fresh. If you have chewed or clawed furniture, consider storing it away while your place is still on the market. The last thing you want to do is catch a buyer's eye with pet damage. I also suggest taking your pet to a daycare, a friend's house, family's house, or at least on a walk while you're on the market, or at least while you're doing a showing. So if you have a pet, go ahead and smash that like button from pet lover to pet lover because we need to support each other. Tip number 7, minimize clutter. A cluttered home will often lead to reduced sales price. For a potential home buyer that's viewing your house for the first time, clutter can kind of give them the overwhelming feel and cause them to not be able to actually see what the house would look like without this clutter. In other terms, you're likely to receive a lower offer if your house is bursting from the seams with all this clutter and disorganized. Make no mistake about it, when you're selling your house, buyers want to see everything. That means no area, not even your utility closet, is safe from the buyer's gaze. But here's some spots you must declutter before showing. Entryways need to be welcoming. Hallways need to be clear. You need to be able to showcase your living room. Kitchens must be clean to the eye and just clean in general. Closets must be visible. Bathrooms must be beautiful. Bedrooms must be livable. I might have used some puns to talk about these areas, but in all seriousness, declutter your house. If you're a collector and your house is cluttered, go ahead and put down in the comment section what you fill your house up with. I want to know what people actually are collecting these days. Tip number 8, play up the lighting. In the game of first impressions, a poorly lit room is automatically a disadvantage. Darkness can make a home feel small, uninviting, and dirty, even if it isn't. Worse, a potential buyer might wonder what flaws lurk in the darkness. Nowadays, lighting could be a video on its own, but here's some quick tricks that you can do to make sure your next open house or showing is bright and energizing. Do a room by room light check. Open up all the curtains, open up all the blinds, turn on the lights, and try to get in the eyes of the buyer and see what they would see. Go ahead and address non-lit areas. Sometimes lighting problems are actually decor problems. Dark furnishings, wall color, ceiling color, floor colors can actually make a room seem dark no matter how much light you bring in the room. Use light color bedding, throws, drapes, area rugs, and other room appropriate accessories to brighten up the room. Mirrors can reflect available light to make a room feel larger and more open. Add light sources that can wash across dark walls. The diffused light can add to the illumination, giving the eye help when assessing a room. Upgrade and update your light fixtures and bulbs. Dated fixtures may not be a deal breaker, but they definitely won't show up on your buyer's pro list. Do not forget exterior lighting. Curb appeal is just as important at night as it is during the day. Potential buyers may drive by at any hour to check out the home and the neighborhood. A well-lit exterior doesn't just invite buyers, it also discourages burglary. Your buyer may not consciously think about it, but they probably will feel safer if your neighborhood is well lit. Tip number 9. Focus on the details. The little things do matter, and to some home buyers, they are very important. You don't want to scare away a potential buyer because you didn't focus on the details. Here's some ways you can impress detail geeks looking at your home. A good paint job. Purify the air. Replace worn carpets and rugs. Fix cracks and damages. Go through and make sure your house has thorough finishes that some people don't want to put the time and effort in to do. Tip number 10. Get your property the proper exposure. Every property is different. Not every property wants or needs the same thing. You need to make sure your property is getting in front of the proper audience. Your property needs to have open houses, property tours, video tours, showings, websites, social media, and there's so much more, and each house is different. I highly suggest talking to a real estate agent and figuring out what they feel is best and what needs to be done for your property so you can get the best bang for your buck. A real estate agent will spend their time making sure that you get the right exposure, making sure all the contracts get figured out, making sure that your house gets sold so that you don't need to spend that time doing it. Because we all know that you probably have a life and that you have work and you have stuff to do during the day. So hire a real estate agent so that they can take that stress off of you so you can sleep at night and so that you can get the best bang for your buck. So those are the 10 cost nothing tips to selling your home. I highly suggest you try them whether you are selling your home or not. These tips will help you raise the value of your home to viewers. I hope this video helped answer your questions and more. If you have any more questions or comments, feel free to put them below in the comments section. Also, if you haven't liked already, go ahead and smash that like button. Remember, pet lover to pet lover, we need to support each other. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date on what I'm posting and so that you don't get behind on the times. I post about real estate, investing, and living free, and we know that you love that, so go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and check out my other videos, subscribe, stay up to date. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.